Those three iconic resorts on the far south end of the strip between Tropicana and the Welcome Sign. They've all got world-famous facades, but are they still relevant? Are the crowds still coming? And if so, why? We are going to take an epic walk through all three of them today and remind you and ourselves why we absolutely love Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay Bay.
Let's challenge ourselves. Let's make it fun. Can we do the whole thing and never walk outside?
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
Good morning. We've got a gray and overcast start to the day here in Las Vegas. We're heading up the boulevard to pay a visit to three resorts closest to the Welcome Sign. And according to Paula's excellent record keeping, we haven't been in any of them for at least a year. These are the beloved themed resorts that the town put up in the 1990s, or at least they are still beloved by us. We're going to start right here at Excalibur.
Well, good morning from the backside of Excalibur. I just parked. I'm going to head in the rotunda entrance, but I had an idea for today, and the weather is actually cooperating perfectly. It's a gray morning, about 9 o'clock, 55 degrees, and we are due for rain and wind a little bit later today. Kind of a yucky day to be outdoors. So let's go in these resorts here that are all interconnected and see how long we can go and how far we can go without ever going back outside. Trust me, it's a ways. Come on, let's take a big walk. All right, I'm going to be truthful here. I recorded that thing 4 times just now because there has been an overhead parade of helicopters going by and sirens, and you couldn't even hear me. Oh, the joys of Las Vegas on a holiday Monday morning. All right, let's go inside.
You can definitely consider this the back door to Excalibur. Those who park in the garage or arrive via tour buses land right here. It opens to an area at the back of the casino called the Rotunda. There's a popular Starbucks location back here. And there you have it, the glitz of Vegas. All right, my friends, we're going to do all of these the same way as if you were entering from the Strip. Excalibur's ramp takes you up past columns and turrets straight out of Camelot and right into the hotel lobby. Excalibur has nearly 4,000 rooms in 4 28-story towers arranged in a square. Here, near the entrance, is where the medieval castle theming is the strongest. The resort's design is inspired by castles in England and Germany. In fact, the designers actually visited those castles and researched in libraries and film studios to create this romanticized version. As we take a stroll through the casino, I'll give you a little overview. Excalibur was built by Circus-Circus Enterprises, and it opened in June of 1990. For a few years, it was the largest hotel in the world. It was, of course, named after King Arthur's legendary sword. Since 2005, it has been an MGM property. The casino is a modest size by Vegas standards, just over 92,000 square feet, but you may remember it was here in 2003 that the largest megabucks win ever happened, $39.7 million to a lucky visitor from Los Angeles. The sports area is rather extensive for a resort aimed primarily at families. It spreads all along this wall with the MGM-branded Tap Sports Bar and a more traditional sports book in the corner. Now this is new since we were last here, a tiki bar. According to Excalibur's description, this bright and colorful lounge serves up the perfect blend of Vegas fun and tropical chill, a place to embrace the aloha spirit. We're seeing that sentiment a lot these days. Gotta love that drinkware. We can't leave the casino floor without mentioning one of the most fun dining experiences you'll ever have here, Dick's Last Resort. This place is huge, 11,000 square feet, and they're serving breakfast. Not sure we even knew that. This location, which opened in 2007, is one of 13 across the country for a unique restaurant chain known for its deliberately obnoxious and insulting staff. It's really a great time if you're with a crowd. Now this is new as well, an escalator next to the lobby that takes us downstairs to the Fun Dungeon. In the past, there were only 2 sets of steps to get there up near the main entrance. Thumbs up on the escalator. Fun Dungeon is Excalibur's famous arcade, home to more than 200 games of skill and fun spread across and around a huge open space. There are newer entries like King Cranes, as well as the classic arcade and carnival favorites. There's a conveniently located DQ down here for snacks and sweets. And of course, this level is also where you find the Tournament of Kings, the enduring dinner and a show extravaganza that opened along with the resort.
In truth, there are many things I really love about Excalibur. It has a soft spot in my heart always. But one of the things I truly enjoy is this upstairs mezzanine area. So I'd love to take you on a little stroll through the mezzanine. Family dining is one of the things that Excalibur does really well, and Buca di Beppo has been here for many years already. It's family style Italian, beautiful decor in the Buca, and really good food. You know, I'm a big fan of chicken piccata. They have a version of chicken piccata. I think they just call it lemon chicken, but it is excellent in here, as is their pasta, their bread, and pretty much everything else. As I'm sure you know, Excalibur emphasizes family vacations, so they have one of the biggest food courts on the Strip. This place is really huge, and it has all the name brands. It's not a fancy food hall. It's not gourmet. It's all the brands that you and your kids know and know well. Looks like Pizza Hut maybe isn't there anymore, but lots of other ones are. Let's take a quick spin through the food court. So we have sub sandwiches, fat burger, hot dogs, Popeyes. Looks like bagels are popular this morning, and why not? They're wonderful for breakfast. You've also got your pickup sticks, your Cinnabon. Here, of course, your seating area. And then over here on the right, Krispy Kreme. Now, fun fact, this is the first place that I ever saw the conveyor belt at Krispy Kreme with the donuts coming off and being with a glazed waterfall. First time ever, and now it's not even here anymore. Now this is a sad remnant of days gone by. This was the Camelot Steakhouse, which of course carried on that whole King Arthur theme that was so famous here at Excalibur. It has been closed for a number of years. Now over in this direction is Excalibur's Buffet, which is open for breakfast, brunch, and lunch. And actually, I came and tried this buffet just a few months ago. Maybe we'll put a link to that in the description box. I came for breakfast, and it was lovely. Over here we have the shows. Thunder from Down Under is over here in the showroom, and then also Mac King. Here's the Thunder Bar, in case you want a libation after the show. That's a beautiful couch, isn't it? And here is the, I guess what we call the Thunderland showroom. Multiple shows here, not only Thunder from Down Under, Mac King, but also the Australian Bee Gees here in the showroom. All right, that's the sign we were looking for. We're going to wrap it up at Excalibur. Let's go next door to Luxor without going outside.
As you walk the hallway between resorts, you may catch a glimpse of the tram going by. Remember that, we'll be on it a little bit later. The hallway to Luxor gets you there before you know it. There are still some remaining moving walkways, but honestly, they were down more than they were up, and some have even been removed. The actual connection point where you know you're at Luxor is kind of a time capsule of how deeply immersed it was in Egyptian theming. Whenever we see any remaining artwork depicting ancient Egypt, you can guarantee we're going to capture a photo and show you. You know, just for old time's sake. And here we are. Welcome to Luxor. Again, let's approach it as if we arrived via the Strip. Step inside, and you're in the expansive lobby of Luxor. This property has just over 4,400 rooms in the pyramid, as well as in two adjacent 22-story towers. Although much of the theming was eliminated from the casino areas, it still stands tall right here in the lobby. Also of note here in this area is the scale model of the Titanic, promoting the exhibit upstairs on the mezzanine level. This is an exquisite model. Beyond that is what MGM calls its fan district, anchored by Public House Bar and Restaurant. This is your ultimate sports watching destination here at Luxor. Let's head into the casino where not a whisper of Cleopatra or the Nile River remain. Luxor 2 was developed by Circus-Circus Enterprises, which by the way was later branded as Mandalay Resort Group. It opened in October 1993 and along with its neighbors was acquired by MGM 2005. The casino is smaller than Excalibur's at just over 65,000 square feet. As Las Vegas casinos go, we find this one fairly unremarkable in design or aesthetics. But if you play and win here, that's all that really matters, right? Here too you will find a sports book powered by BetMGM and with a traditional sportsbook vibe. Back near the rear entrance from the parking deck is a narrow, steep escalator that takes you up to Luxor's mezzanine level. I have it on good authority, Paula likes this one as well. Up here, you will find another food court with walk-up counters featuring popular names. But for some reason, it's never very busy. I guess it's maybe just out of the way. All right, my friends. Back to Paula.
The mezzanine at Luxor is really known for its family-friendly attractions that you can do during the day or in the evening. I'm ashamed to say we have never visited King Tut's tomb, and I am a huge fan of Egyptian history, the pyramids and all that. That's why I love this particular building, I think. We've never actually done it, and I think they have local specials on that. We have actually been to the other two here on the floor. Titanic, which is a tearjerker. It's very moving because you're actually assigned the identity of a person who was on the Titanic, and you get to learn whether they survived or not. And then we've also seen Bodies, which is an incredible experience as well. The incredible engineering of the human body, it's amazing. The centerpiece of this particular room, which just soars in terms of height, is this beautiful sphinx and obelisk with all of the hieroglyphics on it that points right up to the apex of the pyramid. And way up there on the outside, of course, is that light that can be seen all the way in outer space. Incredible, truly, the engineering of this building. And then to think that the rooms actually surround all of this. It's kind of mind-boggling, truly. Now, the opposite side of the mezzanine is showrooms and long-running shows, the first of which is Blue Man Group. They have been here at Luxor for many years. This is truly a great home for them. They have a great storefront here, and the showroom is back in there as well. They've been dazzling audiences for what feels like decades already. Way to go, Blue Man. The Atrium showroom is home to a couple of shows. Carrot Top is another long-running Vegas institution. I don't know where that man gets his energy. And then also Fantasy, the award-winning adult show that Dale and I have seen a couple of times. Well worth your time if you ever want to see a classic topless Vegas show. Now, as far as dining up here on this level, Diablo's Cantina is the place. Does anybody remember when it was out front of the Monte Carlo? Does anyone remember the Monte Carlo? Diablo's Cantina, this was number one on our Mexican Fiesta video that we started working on, and it's still a work in progress. Maybe we'll show you that video of us at Diablo's.
As Paula said, we went to Diablo's Cantina recently to kick off that Mexican Fiesta theme. We have dined here before, and we know the menu is excellent, but yikes, look at this lighting.
For a house margarita, that's pretty good. Has a little zing, and I can even taste the tequila. All right, so I'm going to get a little 3-course tasting menu, and I think Dale's getting some fajitas. Diablo's.
In a pyramid themed for ancient Egypt, a south-of-the-border cantina with extravagant El Diablo theming may be a strange mix, but it works, and there is definitely a party atmosphere in here that keeps people coming back. Plus, that overlook to Luxor's lobby is kind of a nice perk. I'd like to be seated there. The bar offers both premium tequilas and a selection of signature cocktails. And the artwork, the wall murals, are stunning.
Okay, well, first of all, I hope you can hear me. It's kind of quiet with the music. And also, they put us under the sign for this place, and yeah, and everything is red. So it's very hard to see what we're eating and stuff. So I did get chicken fajitas, and they absolutely, other than looking red, smell amazing. They are amazing. That is amazing. That comes with the guacamole and a lot of stuff like that. I love the onions that they put here. Rice is about all else I'll eat with this, but let me try another one. That's really good. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up.
So let me tell you about my 3-course meal. I started out with a Spanish version of a Caesar salad, and now I have adobo chicken for my main course. I love that it's already sliced for me, and it looks like a lovely cream sauce. Let's have some chicken. Okay, chicken super tender. The sauce has a lovely flavor, a little bit of a zing to it. I like that a lot. And like with Dale, it also comes with a side of some rice and some refried beans. And I'm gonna have dessert.
Hey, I forgot to mention, I did find another, quote, non-alcoholic beer here. It's a Corona. The only thing is, I'm trying to go 0.0 on the beer. This one does have 0.05% alcohol. I don't know if is that good? Is that bad? I don't know, but I really wanted it 0.0. But it is pretty good. I like it. The food here is just amazing. The rice and the refried beans, just fantastic. And the lady, she's really busy. She's got a big table, but she's really coming around to make sure that everything's okay. I say that this was a big success, except for the red light. If it wasn't red, I think we'd have a good video here. So we'll see what happens. So Paula's got dessert coming, and we'll talk to her about how she felt with her food.
You guys, what got me to order this tasting menu was the churros. I love churros, and I can't remember the last time I actually had any. So we get 3 lovely little churros, and they're in a little bed of, it looks like berries. So let me have a bite. They are warm and crispy. Wow, check this out. Oh, that chocolate inside, fantastic. They're hot. Oh, that's such a great churro. Oh my gosh, Dale, you've got to try them. But let me tell you about my dinner as well. That adobo chicken, super tender, delicious chicken breasts, kind of sliced on the bias. Everything was delicious, and Dale's as well. We really love the food. Don't like the red lighting, but love the food. Oh my gosh, this churro. Fantastic.
All right, friends, we have watched this thing being constructed for a while, and it's been open for a while, but Dale and I have not been over. It's the playground, and I think it's a playground for grown-ups, not kids. I know it has intriguing decor, it has interesting cocktails, and some things that I think bring out the child in all of us. Now, directly across from it, this looks like an extension of Playground. It's called Duck Duck Boom. Wonder what this is about. It's a play area for, I don't know, maybe you can rent it. I'll have to look it up. Intriguing, interesting. Look at these fun chairs, huh? All right, friends, it's all about the connections today. We are now exiting Luxor and going to walk through Mandalay Place, which is a really nice upscale and unique shopping and dining. We'll call it a little mini mall. And it's going to land us right at Mandalay Bay, our last stop for the day. Mandalay Place, one of my favorite spots. Really unique shopping in here, and some unique dining as well. Plus, it's bright and sunny. It looks like maybe the sun is trying to come out, and maybe we're not going to get that rain after all. This is very modern, bright kind of a shopping experience, the kind that I like. Husong's Cantina. This is a classic. I think this is where the actual margarita was invented, if I'm not mistaken. Dale and I dined at Husong's on camera quite some time ago. Strictly from the point of economics, I can see why the resorts would want to have you walk through a place where you could spend lots of money when you're going from one resort to the other. But there are also practical reasons why it's a good idea. One of them being the extreme heat that we have here in the summertime, and the occasional chilly weather or even a little bit of rain. Here's Rira. Dale and I have been to this wonderful, authentic Irish pub many times, both on camera and not. Love Rira. And they offer local specials as well. There you go. Fabulous Las Vegas. So they say. Okay, so this is new. Cardvault by Tom Brady. Looks like Tom, now that he's retired officially from football, is branching into business. Let's see what we have here. Cards and memorabilia for sale. All right, this is crazy unique. Love this a lot. Wow, tremendous. Are there really valuable things in here? Probably. Oh, how cool. Well, that was interesting. And it's literally right next door to the Raiders team store, so it's all about sports, sports, sports on this end of things, isn't it? All right, speaking of sports, I suppose you know that right down at the bottom of the escalator is the way we get over to Allegiant Stadium. I'll show you that in a moment. Yep, there's our final destination, Mandalay Bay. But let's make a quick detour to the right. This is Flanker, a very popular sports bar that we have actually enjoyed. They have great steaks, believe it or not. And this is the direction for the bridge that goes over the highway and takes you over to Allegiant Stadium. Now, as you know, we are not going outside today, so this is as far as I'm going to take you. But if you've ever wondered how you get to the stadium from the resorts, this is the way.
We've now arrived at Mandalay Bay, the third in our triple threat walking tour. Now this is one spacious casino, what do you think? Lots of what in Las Vegas might be considered wasted space, but personally, I like the breathing room. We're now in Mandalay's lobby. The resort features more than 3,200 rooms in a 43-story tower. Among other things, this place is renowned for its spectacular 11-acre pool area, Mandalay Bay Beach. We've shown you that more than once on our channel. But there aren't quite as many tropical water features as there once were. This is the stairway down to the beach, which used to be a fountain, and now it's not, it's blue rocks. Well, we do live in the desert, right? Mandalay Bay is yet another gorgeous themed resort from the Circus-Circus folks, opening in March 1999. 27 years, I can't believe it's been that long. As with the others, it came under MGM's banner in 2005. Now, let me take a minute to give well-deserved kudos to the thousands of Las Vegas locals that keep these resorts functioning and looking great day after day, year after year. All right, where was I? Okay, so the casino is the largest of the three, nearly 148,000 square feet. The tables area is generous. And you have the electronic versions to choose from as well. Over here is Rhythm and Riffs, the bar that marks the entry into Restaurant Row. But first, what is this? Hope Road is a new live show that's getting rave reviews. It celebrates the music, the message, and the history of Bob Marley with talented performers and stunning visuals. Plus, Marley's remixed tracks drive the energy of the performance. Now this sounds like a great night out. Mandalay Bay's Restaurant Row is another feature that makes this resort stand out. Without leaving the building, you have more than 20 distinct dining options. So many diverse cultures and culinary experiences, and they are often changing it up and adding new ones. Now, I can't help but point out the endless parade of people in this hallway today heading to and fro. Tell you what, my friends, Vegas ain't dead yet. You'll note that some of these travelers are headed to the 2.1 million square foot convention center, the 5th largest in the country. Note, if you haven't had quite enough walking yet, this hall goes all the way to Shark Reef. We actually did that with a certain little miss last January. Maybe you saw that video.
At the far back of Mandalay Bay are the newest additions, Cardvault by Wolfgang Puck. How have I not been here yet? It's Italian, inspired by his mom, and it's absolutely beautiful inside. I need to get myself over here, hopefully with my husband. Now, around the bend is the other one that we have been waiting for such a long time. It is called Swingers. It's a mini golf for, I guess families can come during the day, and then later on in the day it becomes adults only. But it's, I think, an import from London, and it's got all kinds of really wonderful theming, and I am just super excited to give it a try. Hey friends, are you still with me? Phew. It has been a while since I sat down. Like, actually, when I was in my car is the last time I sat down. Now, you may be wondering, Paula, how are you going to get back to Excalibur, where your car is, without retracing your steps and without going outside? Oh, my friends, I have a plan. Follow me. This is the solution. We are on the far north east corner of Mandalay Bay, closest to the Strip, and I happen to know from experience that this tram actually gets boarded from indoors and is going to take me all the way to Excalibur. Plus, I'm hoping we can see some of that construction on the A Stadium as we go right by it. Let's go to the tram.
The tram is on a raised track, roughly parallel to the Strip, and makes a fast trip from Mandalay Bay to Luxor. As we travel north and approach Tropicana, let's see if we can catch a glimpse of the construction site of the new Oakland A's baseball stadium. Work started last year, and the crews are already on to vertical construction, with decks poured for lower and second-level concourses. It's going to cost $2 billion and is scheduled to open for the 2028 season. It will seat 33,000 under a partially retractable roof.
There you have it. I think we did it, my friends. I just stepped in the building. Of course, when you exit the tram here at Excalibur, it is outdoors. You just come down the escalator and come into this little vestibule area. They were totally wrong about the clouds and rain, but definitely correct about the wind. It's windy crazy out there. So, what did you think about our roundabout without ever going outside? I had a ball. I'll tell you what, it is almost 12, quarter till 12. I need to hustle back to my car because I don't want to pay for parking here at Excalibur. And if I keep it under 3 hours, if I sneak out of here by noon, it will be free. Alrighty, thanks so much for being with me. I'm going to pull Dale in and we're going to wrap this up.
So Paula, how many steps did you actually do to make this video?
I took a screenshot when I got back to my car because I wanted to show it to you. More than 3.5 miles before noon on a Monday.
And I can barely make it from the truck back to the front door. I don't know how you did that. And you did that all in 3 hours?
That's why you edit and I go out and film.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah, let me just say, too, if you're in a wheelchair, you can do what I just did and have a ball doing it.
Yeah. Hey, let's just say that going back to the 90s and looking at these three properties, it was almost like going back in time, except there was a couple things that they changed, right?
Actually, and we like that. They maintain some of that historical perspective that we love from the 90s, and we search it out, as you know. But I love the new things, the tiki bar, the playground, the swingers, just keeping things fresh.
You like the new? I like some of the old. I love that little barge that used to go through the casino, right?
Oh, the Nile River at the Luxor. That's what you're talking about.
And those of you who watched our Valentine's Date, I told you about Loretta Holloway. She was unbelievable, but she played in there in Nefertiti's lounge. And we used to go in there all the time to see her.
We loved Nefertiti's, and she was there. She had a residency back before residencies existed.
All right. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything you, that would be you sitting right here, Miss Paula, have to say to these nice people.
Well, we didn't even talk about the elephant in the room. Do these resorts have a future? Is MGM going to knock them down? We've heard rumors for years that was the case. I think they'd be nuts.
Yeah, you want to know why? Those 3 properties over there, before and after the game, they're going to be mobbed.
Yeah, that stadium is going to bring new life to the Tropicana corner, and I think Luxor and Excalibur are going to be the place to be. I think Mandalay is safe because it's a beautiful resort. No problem with that one, but time will tell. We'll see.
All right. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye,
everyone.
everybody.